Morning, everybody. You know the drill. When you see the fighter planes of the Pacific Theater, WW2, you know we're going to be getting down with some work today. But we have the new open-air kitchen stadium here. Don't worry, there's going to be a lot of transformation taken here on the Rancho, and I want you to be a part of it. One nice thing that's going to be coming up is my wonderful friend Cindy Russo donated a new kitchen stadium, and it looks to be a nice one. I think it's going to be a little more robust. I don't know, but I'm just grateful for it. Let's go out to the Shine Shack here. All right, so I pulled the refrigerator out yesterday, and this thing has really done well for. Heck, this was the first refrigerator I had in 2011. And it's really run continuously for a lot of years here, and it's still holding up very well. So the first thing I want to do is get this cleaned up very well today. It's in pretty good shape. I had all the ice, and you got to remove the ice once in a while, or else you're going to have much lower efficiency on these units. I managed to get the door cleaned up. I'm going to be mounting the new slats, the new vertical blind, the horizontal blind here, that you can adjust the slats and have privacy. I used to have one, but it gets banged around over the years. But it took a lot to get the, because Blackboard always had the door open. It took a lot to get the dirt and everything off of the door, but I think it looks pretty good. I ditched the old Sinclair dyno clock. It really wasn't doing any good. I don't know. These GFIs might have had it. I got a new one. I don't think that they all went bad. I still got to do the windows in here. And this was relatively new, the microwave. So let's put the light on here. I need to get some of this. I don't know what this goo is. Some kind of oil down here. Some kind of joy juice or something like that. But the cabinetry's held up pretty well. I think I don't know if that's staining or that, but I've got some rust. I'm hoping that's going to come out. This was sealed before, so it should be pretty good. There's a beautiful still made in Kentucky, made in Barlow, Kentucky, 2011. And this is the pride and joy here. This is what helped pay off the Rancho. This, yeah, it's been a while since we've done a run, hasn't it? And here, got our cooling water inputs for the still. To fire up the water jackets. It's double condensing. You fill up your mash in the pot. As it heats, the alcohols start to rise out of the mash, and you'll see these start to bubble and fill up as it becomes more and more separated from the water and other products in the mash. It rises higher and higher. You keep this water jacket going with cold water, and that causes the alcohols to condense, drop back down, and it's like a purification process that over time brings the high alcohols to the top. Then when you've reached an operating temperature like 172 degrees, you turn the water down here. That allows the alcohols to come over the top to the secondary condenser, and this allows the water input to the secondary condenser, and the alcohol comes down here, and it starts to fill up the parrot here, and then you can off-take that to your glass jars. So this has run up to about 194 proof, which is almost like straight ethanol. So I want to try to clean this up a little bit today. You can see she's wearing a heck of a dust jacket here, and this is the cooling fan that I use I can't remember what I used it for, but I used it for something. Maybe to keep the, this is a 240 outlet. I can't remember what the heck I used that for. I don't know. It's been so many years since I made a batch. But you can see I'm going to have to clean all these. I'm going to probably take these outside and spray these. And try to scrub these down really good. So I'm debating whether I really need to paint or not. There's working with TV years ago and left a spot up there. But there's stuff where the surfboard was hit into here. It caused some paint to knock off. So I need to figure out what's going on. I picked up a new GFI outlet today, so I'm going to be putting that in. Man, these things are expensive now. These things used to be dirt cheap. This one has a bit of a night light in it over here, which is kind of nice. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is try to get the electrical back, because this was full of clothes and stuff in here, and it just got really filthy and dirty. And this is a really beautiful Magnavox Astrosonic, and you can see that the past few years have not been kind to it in terms of dirt and everything. And yeah, probably, I don't know, probably gonna have to end up painting. I'm gonna have to skim coat some of these things, but when you plug this in, there's really nothing here. So we're gonna work on that first and see what's going on. So I'm going to check that GFI outlet outside first. I think that just controls from this way forward, and this one was designed to control. A lot of people think you have to put a GFI, ground fault interrupter circuit, which prevents you from being electrocuted in a wet or a shorted environment. It instantly kills the power, thus saving your life. Very important thing to have. So you only need one that's upstream, and then the rest of the next 3 or 4 that go onto it are protected in the same circuit. This is the booster here. And you can see the little green light in the corner means it's functioning. So outside it's so bright I can't tell. There's Chairman Meow walking around, these guys, and I'm sure that yeah, there's Shadow. What a perfect name. He's always here, always here. So on this one I can't really see if it's lit or not. I'm not able to. I think it's got a reset. Maybe it is. We're going to test something there. We're going to plug it in, and we're going to see what we got. We got the drill plugged in here. Let's see. All right, so that's working all right. So this is essential in wet areas to have this type of protection here. I'm probably going to purchase a new clock. I like to be able to sit up on the deck there when we're doing the live streams, and I hope that you'll join me in future. It's not going to be this raggedy ass looking this setup here, I guarantee you. I think I'm going to maybe invest some money into getting this fixed up into a really nice deck. A lot of this stuff has been hanging for years on here. You got to remember, this pergola was built in 2011, so it's still holding up pretty doggone good. We're going to go inside here, and I'm going to just do one more test on this outlet here. Man, I am looking at this drill. Can you imagine? This thing is like solid metal. It's like a half a horsepower job. I mean, you could never even find these things. If you can find these things in thrift shops or something like that, simple. The cord needs to be replaced, I know, but these things are just Well, it's been my great partner since 2000. Well, actually since the late 1990s. On many a job site. Very easy to repair it if you have to put new brushes and things in. I love people's, yeah, I'm a Milwaukee fanboy. I sure am. It's good stuff. Okay, so that's dead. I did all the wiring in here and everything. One is open. I don't got anything going on the west side. Outlets. That's the outlets over on this side over here. I've got the bathroom. I've got the well pump. And then I've got the overhead fan, the north side outlets. This is the north side over here. This side, the hot water heater is a big 30 amp one. The overhead light and the external outlets out there. So I'm not the neatest writer in the world, right? It's a wonder I even graduated from grade school. I don't know what's going on with that. Everything's just a little bit worn in here. So let me go ahead and we'll power down here. And we can achieve that outside. They're dropped here. And yeah, we're just going to power down everything here just for total safety. This is the drop that I had put in 2011. The electricians did a lousy job. They left an open neutral up here. I could have done the damn thing myself. Boss came over to check it out. He almost got blown off the ladder up there. He couldn't believe that union electricians would be that sloppy. Let's see, all weather head up there, the weather head on top. Because this needs high power to run this steel. The whole Rancho is also hardwired for high-speed internet too. All right, so we should be powered down. I always verify with the chest meter to make sure. Okay, never trust anything. Down lower is the line side, and up top is the load side that goes to the actual outlets. In other words, the power's coming in at the bottom and then exiting through the rear of the top here. Yeah, we're good to go. We're going to go ahead and remove this one leg at a time. The white is neutral, black is hot, and we have a copper ground here. So I'll see you guys in a little bit, alright? We're going to get our new bad boy GFI mounted. Just my standard caution too. I haven't had to give it to them in a lot of years, but in the early days when we were doing all these projects, I had to tell people, if you don't know what you're doing with electricity, even if you think you know what you're doing, you're always best off calling a professional to come in. Because, well, I wouldn't want anything to happen to you out there. Right, so we got the 3 wires off so far, 1 to go. I'm a little concerned that maybe there might be a little bit of bug action. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. This is 1956. If there was little termite stuff down there, but I don't think so, because we're built on a slab here. But there can still definitely be intrusion. But we'll get that. We'll get checked out. This is the dry side over here. It has a good overhang and everything. So let's finish this job. Be careful. So I'm still getting some kind of, I can't seem to power up even after replacing that, which makes me think that something downstream is going on. I hope there was no nail or something that got into the wall that's causing a short out or something. I don't know, but I'm checking all of the the wiring downstream. It starts here up to the circuit breaker box, comes down along here, picks up this quad outlets here, goes over, bypasses the 240, hits this quad outlet over here, and then wraps up in this area here. So I'm just checking everything. I don't think I ran any lines. That way I can go back and refer to, I kept the drawings and I took a lot of photographs that are somewhere up in the archives and everything. So I'm just making sure nothing came disconnected like a neutral or something. So I'm checking all of these connections here to see where we got. I doubt one of these outlets went bad. That would be kind of a rarity, wouldn't it? Well, that didn't yield anything going down the line there. We're still getting this reset mode here. Yeah, it just refuses. So what I'm going to do now is start taking load side off of here, which means one by one disabling these outlet boxes till they were just down to really nothing. And as we take it off of line, if we still get the trip or whatever, then we'll know it's in that outlet configuration. So yeah, it's a job. It is a job. Okay, we had an open down here. So I think we've cured it. We're not having a trip in GFI anymore, which is good. So I think we should be okay. Let's plug our glorious Magnavox in here. 1968 Astrosonic. Let's see what we get here. See if we get any power. Probably blew a fuse in this baby. I don't know. Oh no. I don't have us all connected here, so my testing should be alright. I should get an extension cord to try it on the other side. Oh boy. But at least we're okay here. So let's just start. Let's get stuff back together here. Baby needs a lot of work. And let's do our final testing. Good. Good. So we now have a good recovered circuit. That took a while to do that. Whew, that did take a while to do it. So it turns out the GFI was alerting me to a problem. But I'm going to keep the GFI. I use them quite often through the course of a year. So I put the new one in there, and I'm going to save the old one and put the date on it. I'm going to take a magic marker and put the date on the back of it. So next thing I want to do is get this joy juice off the floor down here and clean out the refrigerator and get that back into position today. And yeah, this electrical problem had been here for a while, so I'm glad. I'm always happy when everything gets back up to original. That's great. And this little GFI has a really tiny little night light in it too, which is nice. So, all right, on with the show. I got all that greasy joy juice up off of there. Managed to clean the back of it pretty doggone good. So now I'm going to go out and clean the fridge and get that reinstalled here. So that looked pretty clean, pretty nice. I got it turned off now. Got it into position. I'm really very happy. This was a GE unit. Actually made in the United States, which is kind of weird. So it's still holding up good. I'm going to leave that just propped open, because I don't want any mold or anything in there. Oh man, we have gotten a lot done today. Just fighting that electrical was a big thing. So I think this is going to end part one of the great Rancho Shine Shack renewal project here. So if you're new to the channel, please hit the thumbs up button. It is greatly appreciated. And subscribe. Always great stuff going on the Rancho. Always a hell of a lot of junky stuff too. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching.
You make love with you.